Alright, so MX. I don't feel like I'm really gonna have a lot to say about this guy. Like, there's definitely some interesting facts to him, but I don't really feel like this is gonna be that long of a video, so could be wrong, but let's just get right into this. So, MX is an ancient spirit that has existed for a very long time, and when reading that, I was very surprised. He has a true form that looks like this, though unfortunately this got scrapped, which I actually don't think this looks all that bad, even for just being a black flame with teeth. Anyways, MX resides in a copy of Super Mario Bros. To basically torment Lucas. Basically to just kill him over and over again. I think MX resets his life counter over and over again to just continue the cycle from what I remember reading. He also doesn't even care about Lucas's age, so like if he's just like this young kid, he doesn't care. And we get one of the best lines ever, "Innocence won't get you far." What a great line. Something that I actually find kinda interesting is that MX removed every single power-up in World 1-1, and probably the entirety of the game. He's able to use power-ups, but doesn't, so it shows that he might have some sort of, like, fear, which is actually kinda interesting because you don't really see that from EXEs. I think that's it for his base origins as a character. I don't really think there's anything else I can comment on. At this point, we're just going into, like, facts about him. It's overall kinda basic, and the rest of the stuff I bring up isn't actually stuff you see in, like, Mario 85. Like, if the game does get finished, I think some of these elements I'm bringing up would be pretty interesting to see in the game itself. But overall, it's just kinda simple. There's not much else for me to say about his origins. We're now just getting into facts. But I could say that I do find the concept of him being an ancient spirit to be pretty interesting, and him just taking over a Mario game to torment some random kid. It's actually kinda interesting, I couldn't lie to you about that. And like, he knows how like famous Mario is, he knows how well known he is, and he's actually like really good at playing the part of Mario. Like, that's interesting. But his body is kinda like crumbling in on itself, sorta. He just sorta abused the crap out of the Mario form he had, and it just looks kinda weird. I guess that's the best description I can give on like what I read from the wiki. He actually doesn't even have clothes on from what I got. Like, this is just like less a part of his body. Really trying my hardest to give stuff to say about this guy. Like, something like else I can only bring up left is his mannerisms. He's actually able to be polite sometimes, but he also still has his hostile nature. I'd really like to see this kind of mannerism from him in 85 if it ever comes out. All we have to go off of is just this wiki description, it's not even in the game. I'd love to see it in the game, but I don't know. So that's it. That's all I got. Of course, there also are abilities, but I never really bring that stuff up, so he has like strength and he can like jump pretty high from like pits. There are more random fun facts, but I really have no need to bring them up because it's just non-canon stuff. So I'm gonna finally get into his design. His design is pretty great. Like the color scheming, the fact he's this like big hulking thing, he's like bigger, the fact he has no eyes. There's really not much else I could say about this design that's just great. It's a good design. I do like the white color scheming for him, and like he doesn't have gloves, but it kind of does look like he has them. Even without them, it still looks nice. There's also this stuff. I've already gone over it. This is a nice pre-transformation form, and that's it. I honestly wish I had more to say about MX, because there are some like really interesting things about his character, but he also is just kind of basic. I can see why people like this guy. I like him too. The fact this guy is pretty recognizable now and is like the face of Mario horror, I think like he deserves that. He deserves that honor. Though he isn't really all that deep of a character, which is fine. But I don't have really anything else to say about him. I wish I did, but I just don't, so yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna end it here and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.